Nothing to it but to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let me go live on Instagram here. Come on. All right. I see it's on the ground too.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Is that music all right? Kim, you good? All right.
Yeah.
I turned up a little bit because, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it.
Like it like that. No.
You fix my camera. All right. So it's showing we live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. But like we do, we gotta check and make sure everything look good, sound
Right,
good
right,
until we get some
right.
people on.
Yes, sir.
You dig? So, okay, let's see here. Come on. All right, Kim, I'm on Facebook checking real quick.
I didn't see it come up on Facebook yet, but
All right, I see. Darlene.
I see our thing for Instagram.
Oh, we good. We good. We good. Let's see. I see Darlene join.
Hey, Darlene.
Thanks for joining, Darlene.
Look at cuz.
Spread the word. Let them know. Let them know, cousin. We are live. We about to get the show on the road. Or is it on the road or on the roll?
On a roll.
On the roll?
Yeah.
I think it's on the road.
On the road. But you could do both.
We can both of them.
Get the show on the roll.
On the road and on the road.
On the road. I can't
We
wait
gonna
till
do-
we hit the road.
The show is going to really be on the road.
Yes.
I know.
So much fun.
I know that's right. All right. So I think everything look good, sound good.
It's looking good to me.
Looking good, sounding good. All right, Kim, you ready to get it going?
Yep.
All right. Don't forget you got to introduce yourself. You got next, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This music got me. I might have to turn that down. It might give me too crunk up in here.
Uh-oh.
Let me, yeah. I mean, a little too lit. All right. Is that all right, Kim?
Yeah, it's cool.
Are you sure? Should I
Yeah.
turn it down a little more?
Just a little.
Just a little more.
Yeah. That's
About right there.
Right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm just saying, it might be real turned up in
Okay.
here.
Let me. I'm okay.
All right, you ready? What's up, people? Welcome to Quit For What. I'm your host, Ramon Jamal.
And I'm Kimberly Barnett.
That's right. We got Kim in the building, y'all. So we are back in the building. Listen, this is Quit For What. And I don't know if y'all may have noticed. I'm gonna keep it A1. The last episode, we had to run a podcast that we previously did with Don Brady, which was good though.
It really was.
It was good.
It was.
So we weren't live, but we still had something to share.
Yes.
And it was a full episode of Quit For What. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So this is us sticking to consistency and not letting nothing stop us.
Okay.
You know
That's
what I mean?
It's all about.
Yeah, y'all. So yeah, I was a little under the weather. It happens. So we're gonna have to remember that, Kim. We're gonna have to pre-record some episodes.
I was just thinking of that because you might be down or I might be down or
yeah.
something,
Yeah.
But we always got, I think before you were out of town and
Uh-huh. Hey,
we still was live though.
Yeah, them out of towns ain't stopping
that
nothing.
was fun.
It was, wasn't it?
It really was.
It was, but if somebody get down and out,
Mhm.
get sick or something, then we need to have some shows
Some
in the
backup.
can to roll
Yeah.
out, so we don't miss
Yeah.
any Tuesdays, right?
Yep.
So Darlene said, "Hey, cousin, thanks for joining us. Please share and let people know we are live.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good show as always,
Share with your
right?
friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good show. So Kim,
Mhm.
how was your weekend?
The weekend, it was great.
That didn't sound too convincing.
No, it really was. I had something exciting that happened, but it
Yeah.
wasn't exactly the weekend. It was more like last week.
Okay, we can still talk about that.
I hit the 100 pounds off.
100 pounds off.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, I finally broke the plateau once again.
Uh-huh.
But I finally was able to do it, and I'm so proud of myself
Mhm.
that I'm finally down. I can officially say 100 pounds.
So you down 100
a
pounds.
little under 100 pounds. Or
Okay.
I'm sorry, yeah, past
Yeah,
100
yeah,
pounds.
yeah. So you
Still going,
right.
not quitting,
I know that's right.
But it feels amazing. Some days it feels like it's unreal. Like, did I really just do this? But I didn't just do it. I mean, I've been doing it since 2020, the end of 2022.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's not too long, though. That's only a few months. You know what I mean?
A few months.
You said the end of, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 2023. Look at my brain. Yeah, I'm sorry. A little over a year. It took some time. But.
It took a little time, but I will tell you at the end of the day, it is worth it. You feel so much better. Not just physically, but your mental is a lot better too, because you're not thinking about how you're feeling or not feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it definitely does something to your mental as well.
Okay. So I know previously you spoke about I guess is it like you hit a plateau to where you couldn't
I was just kind of stuck.
Like stagnant. But you pushed through.
Yep, kept going.
What was that like in your mind? You know what I'm saying?
One of the things that I will say that probably, which now I understand why people say you don't have to weigh yourself every day.
Okay.
Because when you hit the plateau, then you start getting worried and concerned. I'm not moving. But the thing is, as long as you're not gaining and you're just still, it's okay.
Right.
Some of the things that I've been researching on plateaus and stuff like that is to just really keep going.
Right.
There's different things that you can do to break it. You know what I'm saying? But you just kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Right.
So I changed up my, what I was eating. And it seemed to have really helped, because one of the things that I have a problem with now is more getting enough protein.
Okay.
I don't think that I get enough protein, so I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
I can do vegetables and stuff all day, but sometimes just meat can be a bit much.
Okay.
But yeah, once I increase that, that's because now I'm feeding my body something to burn.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you
excited.
You pushed through. It was some frustration in there, little bit, right?
A
little bit, but you pushed through.
Yes.
You made me think about, even our topic for tonight, and we gonna read some quotes, because we ain't read no quotes in a minute. We gonna read a few quotes, but Brian Pirana, the health coach, was on. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, go back and check out that episode. But he spoke about types of personalities, and he was saying that, I think he said type A or something like that, shouldn't, looking at a scale could hinder the process or make you feel some type of way.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Even some I've noticed, like people I've told and have jumped on board and they're doing it, but I also noticed they're doing some of the things that I did, and I want to try to encourage, once a week or maybe twice a week, but you can actually psych yourself out, because what happens is you go up, there's times and points where you will go up and down like a few pounds, but people, sometimes that 1 pound you go over, you're like losing your mind.
Okay.
But your body's going to do that, because, and then it also depends on when you weigh yourself. Like they always say, do it first thing in the morning after you use the bathroom. That's the best time to get your most accuracy, which is true.
Right.
But if you do it later in the day and like, oh my God, I got on the scale today and I went up like 2.5 pounds.
Because you done ate.
You got to think you ate, you consume water, and your body's still roughaging through it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to make a difference. So I now have slowed down on that, all the weighing and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice a week at the most, especially because I'm still in the process of hitting my goal.
Okay.
So while I'm going through that, I still want to make sure that I'm maintaining at the same time, but I don't need to do it every day.
Okay.
I'm at that place now. So
what's your goal, Kim?
Well, initially was 50 pounds.
Okay.
But I kind of met a place where if I do like 25, 30, I'm kind of comfortable, so that anything else wouldn't be a push. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
It'll just be a plus if it's more than
exactly.
So you down 100. You trying to get down to down 125, 130. Is that what you're saying? So you want to go down?
No.
25? Okay.
That's a lot.
Oh, okay.
I would look bad.
You-
No,
What?
about at least 25 to 30 pounds more. So by the time I'm done, I should be like 180.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. So if you already lost 100, you're trying to lose 25 to 30 more.
Yeah.
That girl, that's what I was saying.
Sorry, I thought you were saying I wanted
Look, I
to
feel-
be that small.
I feel better about saying 3 months ago now. I redeemed myself. No, I'm saying-
Yes.
That's what's
So,
up, though.
Yeah, I'm excited because I think we just dropped a new line. The company just dropped a new product.
Who is this? Oh,
With Exingular.
okay.
And with this new product that they dropped, they're doing like a 60-day
A challenge?
challenge.
Okay.
And it's really exciting. There's so many prizes involved. So now I'm trying to figure out a way to let my people know in a way that, they can get that information. And if anybody is on it, just know that if you are wanting to get a part of this challenge, I'm going to do a little video about it
Okay.
and make sure that everybody has an opportunity to take a part of it and also get that information as well.
That's cool. That's what's up, y'all.
So,
That's what's
yeah.
up. Well, congratulations, Kim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Maybe we need to do something on the show with it.
Okay, we'll
That'd
see.
be fun.
We'll see. I can stand to lose a couple pounds. You understand? But
It'd be a lot of fun. You never know.
Yeah. So yeah, Kim. Just I'll let you know a little bit about my weekend. Just as usual, doing video editing and shooting and stuff like that. Don't know. I'm not big into sports, but I had to do some editing around the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Right. A few videos or a couple videos, and something that was pretty funny. Did you see Kanye's Super Bowl commercial?
No.
Listen. I don't know if somebody watching, if y'all seen it, it is hilarious. After the show, I'm gonna play it. Play it for you. I just actually watched it today because I was curious. I saw people talking about it, but it was pretty.
Yeah, I didn't get to
funny.
see that. I mean, I watched the game. Okay, can I say this real quick?
Oh, go ahead. I'm not into sports, so but go ahead.
How come I was watching the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon and did not realize that till the very end, and it went into overtime, but it was on Nickelodeon. I couldn't figure out why SpongeBob was one of the commentators.
All right, so that's hilarious. I knew that, but I'm like, why? I still can't understand why they did that.
I don't, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
With all that stuff going on that was on the screen, I was like, and it's crazy because I was like, some kid is having a time of their life watching this game.
Okay, but did they run a halftime show?
Yeah,
on Nickelodeon?
they ran everything.
They ran the halftime show on Nickelodeon. Okay, we gonna have to talk about this after we get off, because I'm just kind of concerned about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw the performances and stuff.
That's
I didn't see the very
wild to me.
beginning because I didn't even know I had access to watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
Until I started flipping through apps.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I was trying to figure out why they ran it on Nickelodeon. I'm going to look into it. But then now, this is the first time I thought about the halftime show. Like, if they ran that, some of the songs, that may have been sung. I don't know for sure, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Well, a lot has changed.
It sure has.
It's Super Bowl 58 compared to Super Bowl 22.
I guess
a lot
so.
has changed.
I guess so. All right. Listen, we done chewed up some time, y'all, telling y'all about our weekends and whatnot. But that's fine. It's still about motivating, educating, and inspiring.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's it. Quit for what? All right. So we have not gone over any quotes in quite some time.
It's been a while.
Right? So I'm gonna touch on a few quotes here, and then we're gonna get into our topic that we have here of motivating different personality types. Okay?
Be fun.
Okay.
Fun
So
topic.
I'm gonna just run over a few. Hopefully these aren't any that I did in the past.
I need to get my Google out.
I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think I might have did this one. Now we're just gonna run through it. Okay.
Okay.
This one says, I rate enthusiasm even above professional skill. I think that we touched on that one. I rate enthusiasm even above professional skill. right? So we can be good. You can be good at something. But if you're not enthusiastic about that thing, you're not going to put your all into it. So,
and that even goes to show for enthusiasm. When someone asks, okay, what kind of business do you have? If you're not enthusiastic, when you're telling them, that's not going to want them to become more interested in what you have to offer. So, yeah.
So, yeah.
Got to be enthusiastic.
I know that's right. That's a good one.
Yep.
And to have longevity, you got to be enthusiastic about it.
Exactly.
Passionate about it.
Your passion is what people feed off of.
That's it. You feed off of it too. Okay.
Yep.
All right. The next one is he did it with all his heart and prospered. Okay.
I like that one.
You like that? He or she did it with all his or her heart and prospered.
Right.
So again, you got to have your heart in it in order to be successful. You know, and I would say, you know, even if your heart isn't in it, you can be successful, but then what are we talking about? Like, what is the definition of being successful? You got a lot of money, or are you happy?
Yeah.
Right. So if your heart isn't in it, then you're not going to be happy. You might be successful in the sense of, I got a lot of money, but am I happy?
Right.
Hey, ZD Game Boys. Thanks for joining. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. So what about what you think?
Wait, read the quote again.
I got you. Just, you know, it says he did it with all his heart and prospered.
Yes. The same thing you thought, you know, I mean, anything that we do, you have to put, you know, your all into it to be I mean, you, like you said, you can be, but for those that you know the difference between somebody that loves what they do compared to somebody that's just doing it to have something to do, or just creating it because your passion just shows over everything, but that comes from the heart. And a lot of times people have a lot of stuff that they work, like their type of business that they have that they love, they've been doing things that around it or in it for so long, and now they've made it their own and created a business for it. But it's always been a passion, like a person with cars. You love cars, you work with cars, now you finally own
a car lot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let me. I'm gonna do a couple more here. This is a good one. It's short and sweet. But this one says, "Do it big or stay in bed."
Go hard or go home.
That's it. You understand? Do it big or stay in bed. Like, what you doing? You get up. You know. You put your all into it, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. All right. I'm gonna hit one more. Not unless you got something to say about that. That's short and sweet. That's it. Agree. Facts, like they say. All right. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
Again, I feel like we circle back around to the other one.
Same thing. Yep. So those are all good quotes, y'all. You know, basically it speaks to what we speak to here. You know, quit for what, right?
Right.
But the best way to not give up is to find something that you're truly passionate about and go hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
Right.
All right. So let's get into this topic here. All right. So again, I posted earlier that we're going to talk about motivating different personality types, right? And this stemmed from having Brian Pirana on the show, and he mentioned how he's a health coach, right? And he was saying like certain personality types don't take to certain processes. You gotta tailor it to each individual for it to be effective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something that I never thought about. You know, like we talked about, you know, trying to lose weight and having a scale. Like some people don't need that because they're going to keep looking at it every day and then they're going to get frustrated when it's not going down or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So take that scale away from certain personality types. It's gonna make it
and
easier.
yeah, he did mention that. Like, but there's so many ways you can go about that too. You know, if you don't want to use that, but yeah.
So it's different ways. That's what I'm saying. Different ways to tailor it to motivate different personality types. Okay, so I'm gonna read this introduction, and then I'm gonna go through the different personality types that are listed here, which I believe is like 6. Right? Okay, so this says so we're talking about art of motivation, recognizing that what inspires one person may not necessarily work for another. People have unique personality types, and understanding them can be the key to unlocking their motivation. Right? So again, we are here to motivate, educate, and inspire, doing the best that we can do.
Right.
But hey, it might not work for everybody.
Right.
or,
right.
You know, but hopefully we can show or say something or have somebody on that can speak to whoever needs to hear that. So that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. So the first type is the analytical thinker. Okay. That's the first one, the analytical thinker. The next one is the creative soul. After that, you have the social butterfly.
Right.
You have the goal-oriented achiever. And then you have the careful planner. Okay. And after that is the free spirit. Okay. So those aren't, I don't know where those fall into. Like, is it A, B, C, D, whatever, as far as personalities, but this is what this came up with. So we're gonna talk about those. Okay. Any of those stand out to you, Kim? Like, what would you think would fit for me?
Creative personality.
the creative soul. Okay.
A thinker.
Okay.
Might be one more in there.
Okay. That's crazy because I pulled up something else that spoke about different personality types, and then there's and this was like type A and stuff like that, but then they say like there's an X or whatever, and X is like all of them. It's like,
all the above.
All of them. But yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and let's start with the analytical thinker. Okay. So it says, for those analytical thinkers out there, motivation often comes from understanding the why behind a task.
Right.
Okay. So it says, so if you're dealing with someone who loves data and logic, try explaining the rationale behind the goal. Appeal to their intellectual curiosity and watch them light up with motivation. Okay. So the analytical thinker.
Yeah.
They need
to
analyze. They need to
everything.
See the numbers.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense on paper. On paper.
On paper.
Yeah.
I know some people like that. I actually worked with a guy who was an analyst, and he was like everything had to be data. When that's all he did was put data sheets together about whatever was going on. That had to be data this, that. Yes, they are.
Yeah. And look, and that's the wild part is I would think that like, yeah, all of these are good because being data driven, that's a good thing for real. But everybody's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm like that because you know what I mean?
Sometimes I think get kind of caught up in that more than just, also thinking about the human side of things.
Yeah.
Versus everything being data orientated.
But if that's how that person is motivated, then you got to get a person what they need to be motivated.
Right.
So again, this is good because if you have a team or you're looking to create a team and you find that there's somebody that is that way, then you have to step up and try to give them what they need.
That's true.
In order to move forward.
To process that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind having,
Like you want numbers?
Right. Let me get back to you.
Right. It's going to give me a couple days.
We're going to work it out though. Don't go nowhere.
Right. I got you.
We need you because then after I give you this, I need you to go ahead and do what you do with it. Okay, so what you think about that one? That was
Yeah.
Okay. They look like we might blow through these.
I don't know. Let's see.
We might blow through these. Let's try to stretch them out a little bit. Let's talk a little. Go a little deeper. Go a little deeper.
Let's start digging.
Right. All right. So the next one is what you said is me, the creative soul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So creative individuals thrive on inspiration and the freedom to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What you want to do is encourage their imagination, provide opportunities for creative expression, and remind them of the bigger picture. Often a vivid vision of success is the fuel that keeps their creative flame burning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I try, but some of my thoughts, they get shot down.
All right, now what we got to do to fix that?
No, not me. I be telling you.
Oh, see, here we go. Those thoughts don't get shot down. See, here we go.
I'm just
Here
kidding.
we go. Listen, let's get back to but the thing is, I want to ask too.
Mhm.
Once we go through these, because I don't know where you fall.
I don't
in
know
this.
either.
I don't know, so that's why I ain't saying nothing. But let's figure it out, okay? But let's talk about like you said, the creative soul, right?
Mhm.
So, thinking about first, let's do this.
Mhm.
I can read it again if you need me to. But what do you does that fit me? Do you see that?
I feel like it does, because I
Okay.
mean, you're always really creative when it comes to putting things together, just things that I've seen you do,
Mhm.
and like even how but what I guess if you say a creative person, like what do you mean? What does that entail? Could it be creative about anything, or are they just creative naturally, or
Well, this is speaking to what they need to be motivated.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it again. All right. Creative individuals thrive on inspiration and the freedom to express themselves.
Mhm.
All right. And it says what you need to do is encourage their imagination, provide opportunities for creative expression, and remind them of the bigger picture. Often a vivid vision of success is the fuel that keeps their creative flames burning.
Mhm. I
That's what
still
it
think
says.
it's you though. Just because you've done quite a few different things, and then there's the spontaneous side on certain things.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're just gonna do it.
Right.
Not worried about what anybody else has to think. Just do it. Okay, I'll give you an example. The Forbes event.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to do something different that no one else was doing. We did those interviews.
Right.
We walked around. I mean, and it ended up being pretty awesome because people loved it, and you stepped outside the box. How many people actually thought about, now next time we go, they might be like, we're going to do the same thing, but you were the only one there.
So I think that speaks to like being able to, express
Mm-hmm.
yourself creatively.
Right.
Just, and this made me think about too, and it's something that I probably should do, because this is helpful to,
Mhm.
a person like me that, is fueled by that, right?
Yeah.
Vision boards.
Yes.
I don't do it, but I probably should.
No,
I've been thinking about it.
I just bought boards for me and my son.
Okay.
Because I'm going to sit him down
Mhm.
and put that together, because it's so important, especially when you're trying to build something.
Mhm.
Is to have something when you visually see it.
Yeah.
It's still bringing that into fruition. I've said that
That's
word in a long
That's your
time.
favorite word, y'all. We need to have a dinger. Ding, ding, ding. That's your favorite.
But it does. It does.
Mhm.
When you visually can see everything and you already got it down,
Yeah.
and you just know I'm working toward it. I'm getting there. Or I've accomplished this already. Let me take that down because I've already done it. So
Right.
that's a goal I just hit. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking too. I need to do
Mhm.
that. Cause like it says, seeing the big picture,
Mhm.
the end goal or whatever.
Yeah.
And we talked about that. There's never really an end goal, but this different
Mhm.
points
Yeah.
you can get to.
I
you
was
know.
watching a video, and this guy, he had a ton of vision boards. Every time he would get done with one, he
Mhm.
had another one. so you can make as many as you want, or whatever the vision is that you have.
Mhm.
You just put it on that board, and once you have it accomplished, some people save it to have it as memorabilia. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I did, this is what I went through. You got little tidbits so people go back to look at that like, wow, this
Right.
is the work in the progress.
You
Yeah.
accomplished.
Exactly.
Yeah. So speaking about, like we talked about the first one, the analytical person, somebody on your team that's, a creative soul. So, if you see that, you find that, you have to tap into that, right? So it's saying, giving them, opportunity for creative expression. So maybe there's something within your business or whatever, and you like, you found this person that's that way, then you start feeding them
Right.
the creative things to do,
Right.
And that can make them happy within their position or whatever it
Yeah.
is, or if you're looking to start a business, I would think you would want to lean more into the creative direction.
Yeah.
Even if you're not the main person within it, you still could work within a
And
creative,
even
a creative role. Analytical.
Or analytics. I can't say it right. That still has to play a big part in starting a business too.
Right.
If you really,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you need, we need all,
both of them.
Need all of things.
X.
All of them. Right.
All the above.
Cool. So I think, that was good for the creative soul.
Yep.
And I can see where you say that I fit into that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one here is the social butterfly.
Okay.
The social butterfly. Okay. For social butterflies, it's all about relationships and connections. Okay. So it says, create a supportive community around them, share stories of successful collaborations, and emphasize the impact they can make on others. Motivate them by showing how their efforts contribute to a greater collective success. Okay. So, that's cool too.
Yeah.
All right. A person who, likes to be social, likes to conversate with people in person, in groups.
Yeah.
Those are the things that they thrive on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to make opportunities for them to be social.
Yeah.
Right. Do you happen to know anybody that's like that, Kim?
Sometimes I fall in that category myself.
Oh, okay.
It just, for me, it's more like the vibe I'm feeling, and again, like you were saying, sometimes you got to feed it. So sometimes, depending upon what it is, you may just need a nudge just to like, okay, you know how to do this. Just do it, But I don't know. To me, it's always a vibe.
Yeah. So you look more for the vibe of a situation.
Yeah.
So you at work, you like people around you and everything, but the vibe got to be right.
Well, yeah, like you feel a person, like you feel them out, like, okay, I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, it's not gonna stop me from talking because we silly at work, but for the most part, you know who you're gonna be able to get along with. The ones that might be a little bit more of a tough cookie. But sometimes for me, it is really a vibe. Just I do watch a lot, and I try to pay attention to certain things and what people say or do. They're just kind of like, oh, they kind of loud. That's not really my thing.
Do you feel like you gotta have, because this is saying a social butterfly, so a social butterfly is somebody that thrive off of being in crowds or being around people.
Oh, well, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't.
See that?
I don't know.
Right. Because you was going in the direction of like,
yeah. No, not that kind of sense.
All right. So anybody who is that way.
I do know my cousin from another mother.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Tiara. She
I thought
reminds
about
me of
Tiara.
Social Butterfly.
Yeah, because Tiara,
she has that spirit. Like that girl worked that event. Like literally watching her work.
Yeah, the Forbes event.
Yeah, that was nice. Now she's definitely that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the first person that popped in my head.
Yeah,
because she just was like talking to everybody and gravitating towards everybody and
wasn't afraid.
Pulling people into conversations and introducing people to other people.
Yep.
And all that. So I would say that's an environment that she thrives in.
Right.
So I would call her a social butterfly.
And I love that about her, that she has the ability to do that. Because I'm always sitting there saying, like, one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. So you don't fall into that.
No.
But if you have someone who does, right? Like even for me, I tell people all the time, like, I can stand here and do the podcast. I used to sing back in the day. I can get on stage and sing in front of thousands of people, all that, right? But like being in a crowd of people and talking like that, that ain't.
And the thing is, and it's so crazy because it's like, well, I'm not in the category of what do you call the people that just kind of stay to themselves? Introvert. I'm not an introvert because I love talking.
Right.
I love conversations. So it's just I'm not like the way she is, where she's working the room.
Right.
I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah. Well, like we talking about, these are different personality types. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's things that we can pull from and try to get better at with this, but at the same time, certain things shut people down.
Yeah.
Like,
I would love to be a lot more social.
Right. So that don't fit you, but even, we talked about the analytical side. You throw some numbers and papers in front of me, and I might shut down on you. So this is what we trying to learn how to.
Me too.
We trying to learn how to navigate.
Like, what you want me to do?
Right, and motivate different personality types. So again, if you got somebody that's on a team, that is a social butterfly, that might be a person that not might be. I think it would be good for a person that you send to events.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let them work the room at an event.
True.
Create opportunities for them to be social.
That's very, very
You know what
true.
I'm saying? Because even thinking about, again, if somebody wants to start a business and you're a social butterfly type person, then maybe you want to start something that's going to get you out in the community.
Right.
Get you in, to different rooms and stuff like that, But yeah, so it's good to have somebody on a team like that as well.
Yes. I'm telling you, if they have a thing where they get a workshop on how to work, I'm going.
I'm pretty sure that, they got.
I'm definitely
going. Yeah, they got different things. What is that? Is it called Toastmasters or something like that? Is that kind of, speaking?
Yeah,
engaging?
I actually attended one. I only got to go to one session.
Okay.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot. It's timing. And a lot of times I'm still at work by the time the first class starts.
I got you.
Or you know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. But Toastmasters was introduced to me. I was probably like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, started back then.
Because I love to talk,
Yeah.
So they were like, you need to do this.
Yeah. I'm cool. But yes, there's programs, there's things out there that can help you gain that skill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that was good. We touched on that one. All right, y'all. The next one here is the goal-oriented achiever. Okay, the goal-oriented achiever. All right. This is achievers thrive on setting and accomplishing goals. They're motivated by measurable success. All right. Then it says what you want to do is help them break down larger goals into smaller, achievable tasks. Celebrate each milestone and show them the progress they've made. This constant affirmation keeps their motivation high. Okay. So the goal-oriented achiever. You know anybody like that? Like, ugh.
I can't think of anybody. Not off the top of my head.
So I mean, would you say like I think you got a little bit of that in you.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, you have.
But you hit a key thing right there.
Mhm.
So, and this is something I'm learning too.
Yeah.
So when we set those goals, like especially the big ones, you could set small ones, but no one ever thinks about breaking down those bigger ones.
Yeah.
If you learn how to break them bigger ones down, there's so much more accomplished and so many more avenues to take in doing those things. And I honestly, I don't think about that. You just think about, oh gosh, I got this. How am I going to do it? Okay, well, let's break it down. Now, that's something that I need to learn how to do too,
right?
In order to get certain things accomplished, because all that it can be, like you said, sometimes if somebody set a paper in front of you, an analyst gave you these numbers, and you like,
what am I supposed to do with this? You know what you say?
You know, and it's like when you're saying one day I'd like to know to be able to understand how to read this, because I don't know what he wants. You know, just try to. In order for you to understand them, you got to take the time out to go over the things that they're doing so that you can understand it. Yeah. You know. So
somebody who is a the goal-oriented achiever, somebody who likes to, see the goal, like the big picture, right? Just like you spoke on, I think if you have somebody that's like that, right? It basically is saying, like, I guess they could get overwhelmed because they are a goal-oriented person, and they might just be striving to reach that goal. But if you see that and you see them getting frustrated, what you can do is help them to break that down into small steps towards the bigger goal, right? So it's good to know, that type of individual and what to do to assist them in it. You know what I mean? So again, I'm getting something from going over this.
Yeah, that's true. And I when you said that, I was like, yeah, I need to start doing that. Because you have all these, and it only becomes overwhelming because it seems big.
Right.
And learning how to do that, can make a world of difference.
Yeah. I don't know if I should say it or not, but there's a quote. Is it like how to eat an elephant or something like that?
I've never heard.
They say one bite at a time.
One bite at a
One bite at a time is what they say. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true.
All right, we got a comment here from Darlene. Let's see what Darlene said. Quit for what, Kimberly? You are achievers. Then she said, you have helped me when I was going through my weight journey.
Oh, well, thanks, cousin.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
Yes, that's what we aim for. I love to see people winning. I do. I love. She's made a milestone. Some of the other people that we with that's on, that came on board because of me have hit some huge milestones. So I just love seeing people win, not just myself, but hopefully I could use my own self an example for somebody else.
Yeah. And hey, listen, stick with us, y'all, because we got some things coming. Okay, we slow walk it, but we gonna do it though. We gonna right.
Let me quit.
Hey, look, hey, look, that's them small steps to the bigger goal. Long as we get there, y'all.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate the comments and the love for sure. Okay, so I think we're good with the goal-oriented achiever. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you do. You got somebody on the team that's like that. Yeah. And even if they're starting a business, I mean, I think that's still a goal that they have. And, maybe, if they seem frustrated, you can help them to break it down into smaller steps to achieve.
And I think too, when you have that, you mentioned it, the vision board.
Yeah.
That plays a huge part with somebody, like setting them down. Let's do a vision board. What you trying to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What does this goal you're trying to achieve, what does it entail?
Right.
And just start breaking it down from there and put it on your vision board.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. We got it this year, me and Kim. Vision board.
2024.
I'm doing a vision board.
That's what we doing.
I'm gonna put some stuff on there that's seem like it's so unachievable that I'm gonna hit something. That's what you're supposed to do, though, right?
Yeah. And you know what? from talking about all of these different personalities, it made me think about you being delusional, because you always
Yeah.
mentioned it. And
Right.
all I keep thinking about is that delusional part of everything. And it falls into all of these categories.
Delusionally optimistic.
Exactly.
I'm going to get there. It's going to happen.
Yep.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's go to the next one, which is the careful planner.
Yes.
Okay, the careful planner. Planners like structure and predictability. They find motivation in a well-organized plan. Okay, so what you want to do with them is provide a clear roadmap for them, break down the steps, set deadlines, and ensure a systematic approach.
Yes.
Knowing what to expect gives them the confidence to move forward. Okay, the careful planner.
Yes. I don't know that I know a careful planner. But I do know people that do work off of having deadlines.
Okay.
You know, they are motivated. For some reason, they're motivated by that. You know,
Right.
if you have something in place or a plan, a structure, how do you want this done? And you say, well, I want you to do it. They want to know exactly A, B, C, and D.
Right. The D is what's the deadline?
Right.
I want the deadline, so I know how much time I got
Right.
to make this happen.
Exactly. So, and
Yeah.
it helps. I mean, everybody, you know, is different on how they do things, but some people work better under pressure.
Yeah. And then too, I would think that if somebody is a careful planner, if you give them, you know, the steps and the deadline, then they're gonna map it out to where they're not under pressure.
Right.
You know, so maybe they don't like being in that position. So if somebody like that, you wanna break it down and give them a deadline.
I would say I don't like deadlines.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna say this. I like it, but I be wanting to get stuff done. Like I be wanting to just knock it out. But at the same time, I work well under pressure too, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can push stuff to the limit and not just bang it out. You know what I'm saying? I do that too. But for the most part, I like to get stuff done. Like, let's go. Come on. I'm saying I'm ready to work on it right now. You know what I mean?
No, and sometimes it's like that. But then when you have something big going on, for instance, when we did my second photo shoot, and I was really trying to get this done, this gonna be done by this time, and this gonna be done, and then you can't help the monkey wrench, but
you can't help the monkey wrench.
It happens, but it kind of messed the plan up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was running here and there, and then you have to redo everything all over again. So you know, that's why I'm like, okay, deadlines aren't that good for me.
Okay. Yeah.
But
and
having a plan is.
Yeah. And then too, even you mentioning that, somebody who is, and I know somebody who's this way, a careful planner, and they need everything that, you know what I mean? And,
right.
You know, and not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But when something doesn't go right within this plan, I'm pretty sure that person can really get flustered about things not going the way, any part of it not going the way
I know I did.
that it was planned.
That was frustrating.
Yeah. But again, I guess, you know, we talk about having somebody on the team that's that way. You know that's what they need. You got to give them what they need.
Right. That's true.
To make it happen, you know. And then you got to know how to deal with them if something does go awry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's being able to have some type of something in place, like some sort of solution to the problem, or how can we come up with a solution?
Right.
It may not fix it right now, but let's talk about it. And I think for me, when I got frustrated, had I just talked about it, because sometimes when you talk about it, it kind of releases that frustration a little bit, so you're not kind of holding it in.
Yeah.
You know.
And two, it just made me think about you saying talk about it, right? So even talking about the possibility of what could go wrong before you even start the
Or you be
process. You know what I'm saying? So
prepared,
you're planning in that way
Yeah.
as well. So it's like, okay, plan, but also plan for
Yeah.
if this or that happens,
Right.
what would be the alternative action? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that would be a good thing.
Yeah,
as well.
actually, it really is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not that you're trying to speak it into existence, but you're just planning for just the what if.
The
So
what
like,
ifs, yeah.
like if you got to be somewhere at 7:00, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave in enough time so it gives me 15 minutes just in case traffic is moving slow.
Yeah.
And I still can be on time, but I got extra 15 minutes to play with.
Plan for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. We should all be doing that anyway. All right. So yeah, y'all, that's like it says, you gotta, give them what they need to be successful. Okay. All right. So I believe this is the last one. Okay. And this one is the free spirit. Okay. All right. Let's read this. And the free spirit. All right. Free spirits are motivated by autonomy and a sense of personal freedom. All right. So what you want to do to motivate them is to give them room to explore and innovate, offer flexibility and autonomy in their tasks. Let them feel that their unique approach is valued and watch their motivation soar.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, usually with free spirited people, they don't like to be bound down and once, you know what I'm saying? They like to be able to be free.
Right. Don't put me in a box.
Yeah, don't box them up. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, they don't like to be boxed up.
Right.
And then you think about it, sometimes it's a good thing because they may think they have more of an opportunity to think outside the box.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's really, good to have somebody like that on a team.
Yep.
Especially it's just this whole thing is like this would be a really good team right here.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a really
It really would.
well-rounded team, but you got to learn what to feed each individual to motivate them. Right. So the free spirit person, like you said, it's like, okay, you might have this plan and structure on how you want things to go. But when you speak to that person, allow them to just like be free thinking of like, what would you do different in any part of this situation? And that again will fuel them to give you some things that you wouldn't even have thought about.
Yep.
That might make what you was trying to do or doing better.
Right.
So I think I would say I fit into that.
Yeah.
I don't like to be boxed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to like we used to say, I'm gonna try to freak it.
Right.
I'm gonna try to put some little extra sauce on it if I can.
Sprinkle a little
if I can, in a sense. But at the same time though, I think a person like that, you have to give them that space. Yeah. But it can probably, you might have to rein it in a little bit here and there. To me too, it is what it is, but it's good to have somebody that's that way. Yeah. And too, thinking about that, I think somebody who is, a free spirit is probably someone who should really look into entrepreneurship. Yeah. Because with that, you can create what you want to create and you don't have that feeling of being boxed in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you know somebody that's that way, then maybe you can motivate them to do that as well. You know? Yeah. So and it made me think too, back in the day I had some interns for my t-shirt brand. Yeah. And I never said that they work for me. I always said they work with me because I wanted to give them that freedom. I was like, listen, what you're doing with me you can take and create your own thing. Like whatever
Right.
it is that you enjoy doing within my organization, like really like start a business doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But especially somebody, if you see that they like the free spirit,
Right.
you want to I would say try to guide them
Yeah.
in that direction. You know, like you talk about all the time, like your kids
Yeah.
or whatever. You know, if you see that they're that way,
Right.
don't
You
try to
support
box them in.
Yeah. You support what it is that they're trying to do or wanting to accomplish.
Yeah. But boxing them in is just going to frustrate them.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. So thinking of frustrating, think about all these different personality types, right? And if you try to force any of these personality types to fit in or do something that goes outside of their personality, then I would think that's where the frustration comes in. And that's where the environment, the vibe of the environment
Right.
falls apart.
Right.
And it doesn't work as well as it could if you knew how to feed these different personalities, you know?
Yeah, it's like telling an analyst that they have to use their creative side without their analytical or
analytical side.
Yes,
that's it.
Without their data,
Yeah.
You know that they gotta do this based upon their creative side.
Yeah,
and they're like,
right.
I need numbers.
Right. Yeah, it is what it is. And too, like I said earlier, and I should have like brought this up too, and I could have read what it said though, but there's an X personality, and basically like all of these kind of like there's different parts and pieces that, you know, rounds them out. You know what I mean?
I think that's true for all of us. I think we've all have the ability to tap into each one of those.
Right. Have the ability, but you can sometimes, like we said too, you can shut a person down.
Oh yeah.
You got to know.
But I think a free, you know what? Honestly, I think a free spirit person could tap into all of that.
Could tap into all
but
that.
If you don't box them in
and let them run with it,
and just let them run with it, I definitely feel like they have more of a chance to tap
thrive
into all of those. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Well, listen, man, I enjoyed this conversation. I hope that, you know, everybody who's watching, I hope that you all enjoyed this conversation and pulled something from it.
Yeah.
Right. I know that I have. You know what I mean? I believe that, again, these are things that are good to know in order to, you know, deal with people.
Right.
And, you know, if you are a person who wants to motivate, you got to know, like, okay, what you do to motivate somebody doesn't fit everybody. So it's not a one size fits all type of thing. You know what I mean? So you have to try to tailor it towards whatever fits that personality type.
Actually, I feel like that's what our show does.
You do?
We tap into all of it.
I hope
We're the
so.
X.
Look, the X collectively,
yes.
with everybody who watches and you know puts in their input. That's what we are here to do. We are here to motivate, educate, and inspire. And it take all of us. You know what I mean? So that's what we building up here.
Building the community.
That's it. That's it. The Quit for What crew.
Okay.
Huh? The Quit for What crew.
Yes.
That's it. All right. So look, I'm gonna read this to end it. All right.
Okay.
Motivation is a diverse journey, and recognizing and respecting different personality types is key. All right. So let's remember that in every obstacle lies an opportunity. All right. Encourage, inspire, and celebrate the unique motivations that drive us all.
Yes.
Right, Kim? All right, y'all. This was good. I enjoyed this show.
I did too.
We didn't know what today was going to turn out to be.
Yep.
But it turned out to be
a great one.
A great one. All right. I hope y'all feel the same. And again, we're here live every Tuesday from 8 to 9. All right. The Quit for What crew. I think we're going to stick with that, right?
Yes.
Quit for What crew.
Yep.
All right. So we hope to see y'all again next Tuesday. And we got a special guest next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that.
Yes.
In studio.
So excited.
Yeah. So
y'all
yeah,
stay tuned.
spread the word. Make sure y'all come back.
Mm.
All right. We'll have more fun as always.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Kim, I think that's it. We made it.
All right. Yeah, we made
We
it.
made it. All right, y'all. So again, thank y'all so much. We greatly appreciate y'all for joining. And I'm going to leave y'all with this as always. Do what you got to do to make it happen. Don't give up. Quit for what. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.